Occupy Seattle. Welcome to Who Wants to Sleep Indoors? We're here today to be discussing issues about economic injustice and homelessness in general. So I am here with my lovely coworker, Gabriella, who has some spoken word for us. Good afternoon, Seattle! Are you with me? My name is Gabriella Duncan, and I am the retired parent of 180 treatment foster children, and also a person who lives in foster care and various things. And I wouldn't trade my life for the world. And I'd like to just be here today to encourage and to tell a story a little bit about what I do with teenagers in Albuquerque and the gangs that I work with. So my mission has been for my bucket list, since I have been issued the ultimatum that I need a bucket list, is to go around the country and speak about homelessness in our youth, and also as a life coach, and to inspire those that are homeless to hang in there and make something of your life, because if I did it, you can do it. And you are born with everything you absolutely need to be who you are. And all you have to do is choose it. So this first poem I'd like to do for you was inspired by some of the street kids that I worked with and some of the things that I went to when I found out they were living down by the river in tents, but they were still getting out of bed every day and coming to my classroom at 8:30 in the morning. And so this is what came of that. This is called If I Had a Family. If I had a family, we would barbecue bologna and drink Faygo like the juggalos do on the streets in New Mexico. If I had a family, we'd be all up in your grill, down in the hood like the gangsters would, only together with a purpose. There would be no violence because we would be launching water balloons and learning to walk on the wind like our native brothers did. We would make our own hives out of rainbows and dragonflies and eat marshmallows because nobody else does, and we want to be unique, and we want to be. You are my family, and we rap, we slam, we talk, we sing, and we walk in each other's shoes. To find our purpose, we come together without territorial pissings, but with friendship and love, even though we are just a few. We as a family come together with music as our common denominator and find unity, because we are a family. If you think you aren't unique, you think you don't fit in anywhere, you just meet me up and I'll show you where you fit in. I will show you the unique you. If you think that you have no family, you can come give me a hug, because I'll be your family and you will be loved like no other. I'm just a teacher, and they tell me I'm a pushy one for show. I tell them, pick up your feet and walk like you're going somewhere, even if it's just to the bathroom. Practice for the day when you've got money in your pocket, because somebody else saw your value and took the time for you. Walk through the day when you can walk in someone else's shoes and carry them because they once carried you. Find what makes you strong and lift it up in repetition to gain more strength, because you never know when it may be your turn to carry someone else who was once tired like you. Gain knowledge to speak your mind so that when you speak it is with intelligence and information for your children's generation. So barbecue bologna. Walk in wonder under the rainbows. Marvel at dragonflies and drink Faygo and be all up in your face with your life, because it is your life. Start now. Who you are and what you say matters. I'm listening. You want to come talk to me? Thank you.
Thank you, Gabriella. That was wonderful. Beautifully worded. I'm going to continue on with some music as we're waiting for food to get here and more of our organizers to show back up. So, we'll sit tight and enjoy the ride.
Here in Seattle for the homeless problem, or houseless as we actually should be calling it. Not homeless people, they're houseless people. The home is where you lay your head. A house is what you live inside. So they're houseless, not homeless. Had a little bad weather this morning. It kind of rained a bit. Dries quick here though. They have a good runoff, and this is where the original occupation was in Seattle. I'll find somebody in a little bit that wants to do a little history about the place for y'all. So they're getting set up, making sure the rain stuff isn't going to attack them anymore. It's different up here with it. They have to deal with the rain. I'm kind of not used to that living in San Diego for so long. Here's their information center they have over here amongst the blue trees. The trees were painted blue after the occupation was evicted. And then they put up all these little strange statues of people. It's like they missed them. I want to come put protest shirts on all of these statues. I'm going to put protest shirts on all of these statues. And their info tent still is set up every day, thank goodness. 82 in San Diego. 65 here, I think. Yeah, if you want to call that a drizzle, you can, but that was rain from where I'm from. Yeah, we have various similarities to San Diego area. City Hall is just around the corner. They don't have the chess out today. Normally there's a chessboard that plays, and so they didn't bring it out because of the rain. But yeah, they got these statues everywhere. I think there's 18 or 19 of them in this park now.
Hey y'all, my name is TJ Johnson. Actually, it's now Smith because I was the new wedding down there in Nicholsville. The place that has 166 homeless
We're going to talk about Nicholsville.
Together in an eco-friendly village, so we know that this can work with minimal waste. I'm here today to say, people do need places to go. People do need places to stay. We are out here, and this is part of my story. I've come to share this with you. This is called My Life on the Streets, or My Life Story. My life story is what I'm going to tell of how I grew up and why I don't know myself so well. I came into this world with no parents of my own. Instead, I got two winos with more addictions than I know. Mama loved her vodka, a little chiva, and some crank. My father always blacked out when he had too much to drink. And when the morning dew came, they'd grab a bottle fast. It didn't matter what it was to steady the hands at last. Where'd they get the dough, some of you might ask? Well, the days were filled with hustle to get their daily fix. Every game was different, like a chameleon in the flesh, sometimes selling knickknacks to a local shop, and sometimes sparing change on the city blocks. Sunday was the only day that ever stayed the same. We'd eat hot dog stew, salads, fruits, and drinks. There was no preaching gospel or pamphlets to read, just a place for smiles and a place to eat. By 8 years old, I grew weary of this party lifetime each day, and so I went away. My mother, she had little fear of my wandering alone. I knew the basics like cutting cheese to get rid of mold. No more arguing or bickering to listen to at night, and no more watching the drunken fist fights. That's the end of my story. It's not quite the end, but that's at 8 years old. At 8 years old, I became a child of the streets on my own. And now I'm a mother of the streets, mother of street kids out there. Every day people are surviving and people are learning to survive with each other. And now we are coming to a place where we need to let people know what it is like to be on the streets, what it is like, more awareness, more reaching out. This time, instead of the rich people reaching out to people that are homeless, this is us, the homeless, reaching out to people out there saying, hey, this is our education, this is what it's like to be in our shoes. We need help. We're people just like you. So thank you all for being here. I'm TJ from Nicholsville.
That's TJ from
Right
Nicholsville.
on, right on. All right.
Nicholsville is encampment is down a little bit southwest Seattle area. It's 150
All right,
person
in 5
encampment
minutes we're going
for
to
the
have a
houseless
production
here.
by the Raging Grannies. Wow. All right, the Raging Grannies. Hang on, 5 more minutes, folks. We'll have some more entertainment for you. But in the meantime, today is an education and awareness about youth that are homeless. And so we're hoping you'll stick around. There will be different things going on. Slam poetry, I'll probably sing eventually. Raging Grannies, oh my gosh. I'm from Albuquerque, New Mexico, and I have been going city to city and seeing a lot of the Occupy movement and documenting it in terms of how it affects the youth. So any chance you get to support a youth shelter or any of your local programs, please take advantage of that opportunity to bless these young people. And thank you so much for coming out and being here today. If you don't put on some music, I'm going to sing.
So we're just getting things up and running here. Having some poetry read.
We do have food. We've got macaroni and cheese and water for you to drink, forks and cups in the big tent.
Anybody hungry?
And we do have macaroni and cheese here. Yay! Occupy. We're up here in Seattle doing a homeless awareness. It's going to be a game show. We got some poetry. We got games, food, fun. It's supposed to be a public restroom tour at some point to show where the homeless have to go to the bathroom here. One of the biggest problems of being homeless or houseless is finding a place to use a public restroom.
Third world motherfucker. I'm from where the golden diamonds are ripped from the earth. Right next to the slave castles where the water is cursed. From where police brutality's not half as nice. It makes the hood in America look like paradise. Compared to the AIDS infested Caribbean slum. African
Rain is starting again.
American gun from where they massacre people and try to
We're gonna do a quick save on this in between these guys. Be right back on.
Cut your hands off if you make